Hi everyone, I'm Tishamchin, and me and my group will be presenting about the Four Seasons Hotel. I'll be introducing you about the Four Seasons Hotel and talking about its market development and 4 P's of marketing. The Four Seasons Hotels and Resort is a Canadian-based luxury hotel management business established in 1960 with its headquarters in Toronto. The company has over 120 hotels around the globe under its management, providing first-rate services and opulent facilities. The Four Seasons Hotel Canada has persevered through the COVID-19 pandemic, prioritizing guest safety and comfort while keeping up its image as a top-notch luxury hotel. The company is committed to sustainability, social responsibility, and improving employee well-being. The Four Seasons Hotel Canada targets affluent clients and expanding luxury tourism market in Canada, competing with other high-end hotel chains like Fairmont, Ritz-Carlton, and Shangri-La. The 4 P's of marketing are used to analyze the Four Seasons Hotel Canada's marketing plan, which includes opulent lodging, execute dining, spa treatments, and leisure pursuits. The experience the hotel offers to its guests, which is centered on individualized care and attention to detail, is its primary product. The Four Seasons Hotel Canada has a high price range reflecting its top-notch services and tailored offerings. The hotel uses various marketing techniques to promote its brand.
The Four Seasons Hotel is a luxury hotel chain with properties in over 50 countries worldwide. Globalization has significantly influenced the way business operate in the hospitality industry, and the Four Seasons Hotel has successfully navigated the challenges and opportunities of globalization. The hotel group has adapted its operations to suit the needs of international travelers by localizing its properties, embracing technology, and implementing sustainability initiatives. The Four Seasons Hotel has successfully established itself as a global leader in the hospitality industry by incorporating traditional design elements, implementing a central reservation system, using technology to provide personalized services, and implementing energy efficiency and sustainable practices.
Hello and good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sang Orbani, and I would like to talk about the government's influence on Four Seasons Hotel and how it can impact the hotel's operation and performance. Governments can have a significant influence on hospitality industry, and Four Seasons Hotel is no exception. Government regulations, policies, and rules can affect the hotel's operation and customer base, plus the overall revenue. On one way which government can influence Four Seasons Hotel is through taxes and regulations. For example, changes in tax laws and regulations can impact the hotel's overall revenue, as it may be required to pay higher taxes or comply with new regulation that increases its operating costs. Similarly, government regulation related to labor, environmental protection, and health and safety can also impact the hotel operation and financial performance. Another way that the government can influence Four Seasons Hotel is through tourism policies and rules. Government can have a positive impact on hotels' customer base and revenue. However, changes in government policies related to travel restrictions or visa requirements can have a negative impact on hotels' ability to attract more international visitors. Moreover, government stability and political climate can also impact Four Seasons Hotels' operations and overall revenue. Political instability, protests, or civil arrests can lead to a decrease in tourism and the loss of revenue for the hotel, because many people would feel dangerous and feel being in danger to travel to that specific country. On other hand, a stable political climate can lead to an increase in tourism or a greater profitability for the hotel. Therefore, it is very important for Four Seasons Hotel to closely monitor the government policies, regulations, and rules that can impact its operation and overall revenue. The hotel can work with government officials and industry associations to advocate for policies that are favorable to hospitality industry and to address any challenges or concerns that may be arise or can happen in the future. In conclusion, government influence can have a significant impact on Forces and Hotels operation, customer base, and profitability. By closely monitoring the government policies and rules, and by working with government officials and industry associations, Forces and Hotel can navigate any challenges and take advantage of opportunities to improve its performance and maintain its position as a leading luxury hotel brand. On my next slide, I'm going to talk about outsourcing and offshoring, which are two common business strategies that the hotel may use to reduce costs and improve efficiency. Outsourcing involves hiring an external company or an individual to perform a specific task or service that would be otherwise performed by a hotel's own employees. Offshoring, on the other hand, involves moving business operations to another country to take advantage of lower labor costs or other advantages such as lower taxations. In the case of Four Seasons Hotel, outsourcing may include functions such as IT support, housekeeping, and maintenance services. By outsourcing these functions, the hotel can reduce costs associated with hiring and training its own staff and focus on its core business activities. However, it is important for the hotel to choose reliable and trustworthy partners to ensure the quality of service meets its standards. Offshoring, on the other hand, can provide significant cost saving for the hotel, but it can also have some drawbacks. For example, offshoring can present challenges such as cultural differences and time zone differences, quality control, and security risks. However, offshoring can also provide advantages such as access to skilled labor and potential tax benefits, competitive advantages, and greater flexibility. When deciding whether to outsource or offshore certain functions, Forces and Hotel must carefully weigh the advantages and disadvantages of each strategy. Factors such as quality control, cultural differences, and political stability should be considered. Additionally, it is very important for the hotel to choose reliable and trustworthy partners to ensure quality of service to meet its standards. On the next slide, Meredith, my teammate, is going to explain her part, and thank you for listening to me.
Okay, so I will be discussing the Four Seasons Hotel initiatives towards the sustainability development. So the first initiative is the environmental programs. So these are providing electric vehicle charging station available for guest use. They also provide vegan and vegetarian menu items available. The second initiative is the energy, carbon, and water reduction. So these are the energy source from renewable or carbon-free sources. The third initiative is the waste reduction. So these are elimination of single-use plastic toiletries or the recycling program in place. The fourth initiative is the sustainable food and beverages. So these are providing cage-free eggs to the customer, local, sustainable, and seasonal menu items available. The fifth one is the community initiatives. So these are the local Canadian artists and artisans featured throughout the hotels, including renowned sculptors, painters, designers, and musicians. And the last initiative is the purchasing practices of Four Seasons Hotel. So these are the eco-certified cleaning products used throughout the hotel. They also focused on partnering with sustainable suppliers for hotel purchasing products. So let's pass on to the next presenter.
When the shareholders of Four Seasons had to take the company private, Bill Gates, through his investment company Cascade, and Prince Al-Wahid bought a huge stake in the company, costing about $3.7 billion. And in 2021, the Saudi prince sold half of his stakes to Bill Gates, so now Bill Gates owns about 70% of Four Seasons. Now, Four Seasons properties are being operated through third-party companies, and including their private residence, which started in 2014. In 2015, they also ventured into the travel experience with their private jets, and they have plans to start a sea cruise in 2025. The yacht is in 95 suites with a capacity of 180 guests. It have restaurant, lounges, and even a spa. And in line with keeping with sustainabilities, the yacht is going to make use of green fuels, of zero emission power sources, and air emissions, which is actually more advanced than the international set standard for green energy. In 1980, the founder of Four Seasons, Isadore, wrote letters to about 900 executives across Canada to support the Terry Fox Foundation for cancer research. And ever since then, Four Seasons have been actively involved in this foundation and has raised about $750 million to date. In 2002, the Canadian opera company gave its naming rights to Four Seasons in exchange for a generous donation of $20 million. And in the height of the pandemic, there was a collaboration between Four Seasons and Johns Hopkins Medicine International, and the initiative was called Lead with Care, and this program was actually put in place to set health regulations to the hotel's operation, including pandemic preparedness and responses to crisis. And this was done in order to ensure that the safety and the health of their employers and their guests, both in their residential properties, in their resorts and hotels, was given optimum priority.
Okay, so let's talk about the Four Seasons Hotel and how they create a culture that welcomes and respects people worldwide. They really pride themselves on being able to cater to anyone's needs, no matter where they're from. They know that food is a big part of the culture, so they have restaurants with traditional meals from all kinds of different cultures. In this way, people can try new things and learn about different culinary customs. This is a great way to bring people together and celebrate diversities. But it's not just about the food. The hotel also makes sure its staff is trained and understand and respect different cultures. They learn about things like communication styles, social customs, and why it's important to avoid doing anything that could be considered rude and inappropriate in someone else's culture. Overall, the Four Seasons Hotel is a great example of how to create an inclusive culture. They understand that people are different and have different needs, and they make sure to respect those differences. Now let's talk about how the Four Seasons Hotel creates a cultural atmosphere. Actually, this hotel doesn't just welcome all visitors, they celebrate them. The hotel interior decor is also a combination of cultural elements that represent the diversity of its visitors. They even have artwork that illustrates the different cultures that come together in this hotel. And it's not just about the decor again. The hotel also has a diversified workforce. They hire a staff from various cultural backgrounds so they can understand and cater to visitors' cultural demands. So you can rest assured that no matter where you're from, you'll feel at home at the Four Seasons Hotel. In conclusion, I hope this presentation has been informative and provided you with valuable insights. Thank you for your time and attention.